Okay, so remember we dealt with balancing equations last section. We did it using bags and blocks. Now we're going to do it using math. All right. So what we're looking at is we're looking at a bags and blocks equation. Okay, so on the left-hand side we've got 3 bags, and we have 7 extra blocks. On the right we have 1 bag and 12 extra blocks. So remember, what we would do is say, oh, I can get rid of 7 blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of 7 blocks. Okay. This is how I cancel out. Remember, right here is just a little bit of a picture of my scale. Okay. Let me get a line here for a minute. Make it black. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line right down through the center. So this is the left side of my scale, and this is the right-hand side. Okay. And whatever we do to the left, we have to do to the right. Okay, so then I go back to what I have left. So I've gotten rid of this, so now I have 3 bags on this side. Where the black line is the equal sign, and here I have 1 bag, and now I have 5 blocks. Okay, so 12 minus 7, so that's how I got 5. So now I've got 1 bag over here and 3 bags over here. So what I want to do is I would cancel out this bag. So I'm going to get rid of the bag, which means I have to get rid of the bag over here. Okay, so that leaves me with 2 bags is equal to 5 blocks. Okay. Now we're working backwards, we're backtracking. So if we have 2 times a number, the way to undo that is to divide it by 2. Notice what I did to the left, I did to the right. Okay, so B is equal to 2.5. Okay, so in this case, since we're not actually dealing with bags and blocks, it's not possible to have a half a block, but yet we can still get that when we're dealing with equations. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, I want to draw my line right down the center. Okay, so I've got 8 blocks here and 2 blocks here, so I'm going to get rid of the 2 blocks. Oops, wrong color. Oh well, live with it. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the 2 blocks. I'm just going to cancel these ones out. Going to leave me with 5 bags, 5n on this side. Over here, I've got the 2n, and then I've got plus 6. Okay. So now I'm going to get rid of these two ends, but I'm also going to get rid of them over here as well. Okay. So what that leaves me with is it leaves me with 6 on this side and 3n over here. Now you're going to notice something that I do very quickly. I'm going to reverse it. This helps me set up my final answer. Okay, because in my final answer I always want x equals a number, or the variable equals a number. Okay. So now I'm going to divide both sides by 3, and that's going to give me n equals 2. And there's my solution. Okay, so remember, whatever I do to one side, I have to do the other. Now, let's just look at one like this. Okay, I want to solve for n. So I want to get rid of the minus 3. So to get rid of a minus 3, I have to add 3. So I add it over here. Remember, we're doing the opposite. This is basically backtracking. I think there's someone out there that was thinking that they could show this using backtracking, and I understand how they could think that. So negative 3 means plus 3 plus 3. So what I'm left with now is 2n equals 28. I have 2 times n, so I'm going to divide by 2. I divide both sides, so I get n is equal to 14. So I'm going to do the opposite. Opposite operations. I don't think there's 2 p's there. The opposite operations. The opposite of subtraction is addition. The opposite of multiplication is division. So always ask yourself, what's happening? What's happening here? And then do the opposite. Okay, so apparently I pushed the wrong button. I've got one more. Okay, this time we go back to our order of operations and we realize that we have distribution. So we're going to take the 2 times everything inside the parentheses. Remember, I'm still treating this as if it's the scale. Oh, it's red. Oh well. Life moves on. Okay. So what I get is 2 times n. Oh world. Blue. 2 times n. 2 times minus 4 is minus 8. Okay. So now I want to get rid of the minus 8. So I say, what's happening? Oh, I'm minusing 8. So therefore, hello, I'm going to add 8. Whatever I do to the left-hand side, I do to the right. So I get 2n equals 18. What's happening? Oh, it's multiplication. So I'm going to divide. So n equals 9. Okay, so we are doing a couple concepts. We're doing the opposite operations. We're asking ourselves the question, what's happening here? We're making sure that the 2 sides stay balanced the entire way. And that's the process. You're going to get plenty of practice in class. Okay? See you tomorrow. Later.